What's going on? Welcome back to another video. We got a preview, I guess you could say. You probably seen it on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're having a beautiful time with your family, eating some turkey, having some fun, watching some football, right? And speaking of football, we gotta talk about this team and about this hole that we're in, right? We gotta talk about how Florida State once again puts themselves in a bad position. And Florida State's 5-6. They're taking on Florida 3-8, right? You would think Florida State would win, probably not. They're not. Florida's defense is still okay, right? I don't know. I have no faith in this Florida State team at all. In this coaching staff, I have no faith. There's apathy here. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's some Florida and Miami fans that are like, "Oh yeah, we feel bad for you guys. It's that bad, right?" Um, we went from you never want to cheer your team to lose, right? But you're kind of like, yeah, we know this team's gonna lose, and them being bad is actually going to help the cause of letting this dude go, right? But this dude can just continues to lose, and he's still here. So the fact that he's still here for another year, you kind of have to root for your team to win, right? Which you should be doing anyways. But still, Florida State could get into a bowl game. I don't care if they do or not. I mean, really, do we really care if they make it to a bowl game? The season's already a wash, right? When you lost to Pitt, that was a wash. Your season was basically over, right? Florida State is a 2 point, 1.5, whatever dog here. Um, would I take Florida State? No, by far. Um, yeah, it's bad, right? It's really bad. Um, I heard some about Deuce maybe be coming back. I really doubt it. Thomas Castellanos, I hope he just doesn't come back. Um, Tommy's just used to being 5-7. Like this is normal for him. He can do that. He can work a Dollar Tree, 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, right? Because he's used to being 5-7, 4-8, and whatnot. Um, yeah, I mean Florida, they're gonna be up for this game, so Florida's gonna win by like at least 30 points. Our defense is our offense is and Gus is probably gonna be gone after the season, which I hope he just retires. This offense is really not good. If you really think about it, I mean the two offensive performance that everybody keeps talking about is against two Division 5 schools. I mean, cool, right? The offense is pitiful. It's so predictable. How many 3rd and 8s are we gonna get into every game? Every game, at least 25. If people still think, oh, Gus is not the problem, yeah, I think Gus is the problem. I really do think Gus is the problem, right? I think when you're being way too predictable, run first down, run second down, or oh, let's run a screen. I mean, there's no difference between Gus's offense and Mike Norvell's offense. There's no difference. There's none at all. Mike runs the same screen passes and runs the ball. At least he's not running counter. I don't know why we keep trying to run counter. At least try to bring it back here and there. And offensive lineman cannot do it. Cannot do it. Running backs will not hit the hole correctly. Defense is average at best. Special teams is non-existent. Don't know why we run out 11 players on the field on special teams. I really don't. That's how non-existent they are. Florida State plays like a middle school football team where you know they're bad and they don't really spice things up, right? Uh, Tommy just throws the deuce every single play. and there's nothing else, right? Tommy runs and throws, and he's gonna throw. I'm sure he'll gonna have like 2 picks here in this game. I'm gonna take Florida 38-21, right? And one of the touchdowns is gonna be right before halftime, and one's gonna be like towards the end of the game because that's the only time Florida State can score with this great offense, right? Great offense that scored only 13 points against Stanford, 11 points against NC State. The great offense of Gus Malzahn. But I thought offense wasn't a problem though. No, you should. Stanford gives up at least 38 points a game. So does NC State. Right? And you only score 11. So how are you going to score in Florida's defense? Right? Florida's, which is like way more talented than you. Their defense is conference championship caliber defense. You're lucky that they got DJ Ukulele again. Right? Playing quarterback. I just don't understand how we're favored. Probably just the record. But cool if Mike goes to a bowl game. I guess he can have, oh yeah, we went to a bowl game. Yeah, we don't care. You're still going to get the same 3 stars that you've been getting since you got here. There's nothing going here. The admins do not care. Malcolm Alford does not care. That's why they're getting ready to be fired. Right? The major changes is basically the administration. President, AD, whatever. Whoever's going to be fired is going to be fired. The fact that Mike Norvell is still here is a disgrace and a slap to Florida State alumni and fans. That we continue to be put on with this BS every year. He's only had 2 good seasons here. 2. He loses 1 game, he has to lose the next 4. As you can see here, lost 4 straight. Pitt game's not even close. Our defense was horrific. Stanford offense was horrific. I mean, first play, not even a play in the game, and it's a delay of game. Year 6. And we're still with this guy. Clemson, your team just didn't show up. The defense did, but your offense, this so powerful offense, right? This such great offense. 10 points, 13 points. 31, which should be 24. 22, which should be 3. $11 points against NC State, where your special teams literally cost you the game twice. And Tommy throwing picks like no other cost you the game. Florida. They just lost by like 30 to Tennessee. But, I mean, they're going to get up for Florida State. I mean, how can you not? We can't get up for any kind of game. We haven't won on the road since 23. It's been 2 years. That's how bad Florida State has gotten under this staff, right? No coach has ever done that. No coach in the history of Florida State has gone 2-10. Historic lows, and he's still here. Fact. I really hope he doesn't come back. I really do. I really do, because it's not good enough. I'm tired. I know some fans want to be 5-8 for like the rest of their lives. I don't. Florida fans, they don't. That's why they fired their coach. Miami, they don't, and they're what, 10-2 or whatever. They only lost 2 games and they're already like trying to get rid of their coach. There's a standard. LSU already fired their coach. Penn State fired James Franklin, which that was kind of an iffy one. People are firing their head coaches. Do you understand? Because they want to win a national championship. They have a standard. Florida State has no standard. I mean, the last 5 games he's thrown a pick. Thomas Castellanos. In every game we have to hear, oh yeah, this dude's a great quarterback. Can't wait to see him in the CFL in the league. Bro. Have you seen his missed throws? Have you seen how bad he's been? He has big numbers because he's throwing it to deuce for like a 50-yard gain. That's all his numbers are. Everything else is a screen play. But Florida State, of course, is in an awkward position. Again, because of their own well-doing. Should have been gone last year. Should have been gone this year. Should be gone next year. But nope, we got to keep bringing this dude around. And let's be honest, he can't coach here. He can't recruit here. So we're just going to be 5 wins until this dude's gone. Just to save $5 million. That's all we're doing here. We're saving $5 million. You're still going to have to pay like $40 million next year when you have to get rid of him. Because there's no way he's bringing a championship here. There's no way. He would have to get a top 5 recruiting class to even have a chance. And he's not going to do that. He's never been able to. Even when he went undefeated, his recruiting class was 11th. It's not good enough. Miami's in the top 10. Top 12. Same thing with Florida. They got more money than us. Florida's 3-8 and they're gonna have better recruits than us. Clemson, they just recruit. That's how they get all these good players. They don't even go to the portal. They rarely go to the portal. You're in a talent-rich state and you can't recruit in it. That's why we have to get 3 stars. But it is what it is. Florida State wants to be mediocre. This administration wants to be mediocre. That's why they're getting fired. Obviously, this is pathetic. But Florida State will not win this game. Obviously, if they do, cool. Nothing really major happens. Let's not even talk about recruiting because recruiting is never good here. It's average, in the kindest of words possible. It's average, but Florida's gonna win by at least like 35 points because it's Florida State coming to town. So, that's all I got. Happy Thanksgiving. Please like, share, subscribe. This is Dev from More Tribe. Peace out.